Dang. Thank you. Judge, I'm sorry for being difficult.
Yeah.
You are being difficult.
I just gotta hide from you. I know, you know.
All right, hi guys. Yeah. It's Friday. Thank you for closing that Funky Friday. Give it up for yourselves. Woo! I always hate saying that because like we're comics, you've had to give up a lot. Yeah. Happy late 420, everybody. I received an edible arrangement from someone, and I was so sad because it was just fruit. I was expecting something else. I'm currently in an improv class, and my improv instructor in our like class chat was like, everybody, for our last class next week, prepare a 30-second monologue as if you were a parent talking to their kid, improvised. Okay, but it was like prepare an improvised monologue. Anyways, it was just like it made no sense. Okay, cool. We're warming up. We're gonna get this show right along. Just some like basic housekeeping rules. We are recording, so please keep that in mind. If you have to use the bathroom, leave, call your mom. I don't know. Please do that when I'm talking, not when the comics are talking. And we have snacks and beverages here for additional cost. Please see me to purchase them. If you have a punch card, if you brought a punch card, we've been doing that. See me and I will stab it with a pen because I don't know where a hole puncher is right now. But or if you don't want one, you can come see after the show and you can get one. Yeah, and I also can edit tapes for additional charge. If that's something you're interested in, please see me after the show. We got a lot of comics today, so we're gonna get this show going really quick. Up first with the comedy of Bob Dean.
Well, thank you all. Thank you very much. Happy to be here as usual. You all might remember from last week, I was talking about the big black guy that said, "I like that white ass," when I was crossing the street. Remember? And I turned around and did this, and then I showed. Check this out, y'all. They fit today. Because I've been on no carbs, and this week it's kicking in, baby. So last week I couldn't even put them together. Anyway, where else can I get away with wearing these jeans? These are my 1987 jeans. My favorite thing about coming in front of you guys, because you all are wonderful and we all feed off each other and throw things back and forth, is that I just get up here now and I just talk. And I have a very special friend who I'm going to introduce you to the back of the room. Her name is Tamara. And she and I have been friends. My friend, she's from Charleston, South Carolina. She's not a comic. She's a professional woman, but we've been friends since we were this tall, and I have a little story to tell. So many comics, and I know friends that I know, they're like, I hated high school. High school was horrible. Like people do. I loved high school. High school was great, and it was all thanks to her. And I got to tell you why. Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all know how hip Nashville is. I love Nashville. Nashville this, Nashville that. Well, Nashville, when we grew up, there was a teeny tiny little town. Okay, and your family, the suburb where we grew up, your family had a little bit of money, or you were redneck with a rebel flag in the back and the shotguns and all that stuff, right? Well, the Pacwa family moves from La Jolla, California, and the Dean family moves from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So they were just like the Californians in that skit, except they were smart. So there's Tamara, her older sister, and her brother Dale, and they are stunning. Their mother, Nita, who was a divorcee, stunning. They're this gorgeous blonde family from California, and then we were the rough people from Pennsylvania, but we ended up at this little tiny Waspy High School together, all right? And Tam, you were like the friggin' Marsha Brady of our high school. She walked down the hall and that song by Shocking Blue, you know, Venus, she's got it. And that's before I came out of the closet, so I was still into girls and stuff too. And her brother Dale, who I'm still best friends with to this day, he was just like the guy in Top Gun. He made that movie after him. So we're sitting at the lunch table one day, and they had this Afghan hound. This big Buick station wagon. They drive around with this Afghan hound in the back. She comes up to the lunch table. This is 1977, y'all. And I'm sitting there, and I'm wearing a Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon t-shirt. And Tamara walks up. I'll never forget, she had this ponytail in her hair. And she walks up and she goes, Dale, Mother says bring home dog food. And then she looks at me and she goes, cool shirt. And all the guys at the table, it was like the Roadrunner thing or the cartoon where their tongues go and the eyeballs pop out, and they're like, Tamara Pacwa said she liked your shirt. And ever since then, I was on the A's list of society in high school. Thanks, Pacwa.
My pleasure, and it was a cool shirt.
It was. Thank you very much. And you know, like I said, White privilege, I'm sorry. People, you have no idea how hard I had it growing up in the suburbs of Nashville, Tennessee. Our swimming pool didn't have a diving board. It was rough. My father made me get a second job to pay for a new convertible top. It was rough. And then I used to be such a really nice guy. True story. Am I interrupting texting? Am I interrupting texting? Okay, just checking. Anyway, I used to be a really nice guy, and it started off like this. I was in the Vons in my neighborhood over here trying to decide whether to buy pumpernickel or wheat. And this very short, very heavy woman of color is strutting up the aisle, and she had game, man. She was moving along like this. And I took a step back, and I said, pardon me, just to let her pass. And she goes, out of my way, reptile! And she jammed her hand into my face. It came about an inch from my nose. And she kept walking, and I said, did she just call me a reptile? And I scratched my head. I'm like, no, nobody would do that. And then she did. So I followed her up to the checkout area, and I tapped her on the shoulder, and she turned around and I said, I beg your pardon, ma'am. Did you just call me a reptile? And she said, that's what I said. And furthermore, and I said, stop right there. I said, I will never know how hard it must be to be a black woman in a white man's world. But you were just rude, and I think you should go. And she did. She walked out the front door, and everybody's standing there with their jaws hanging down like this. And this woman goes, you're a fucking racist. And I said, she started it. Let me tell you something. I'm anything but a cracker racist. I'm white. I'm Christian. I smoke cigarettes inside my home. I eat red meat. I don't speak a word of Spanish. I foster animals in my home. Right now I have 5 cats in a 1-bedroom apartment, 3 of whom are black. I don't have a fake handicap sticker, a fake marijuana card, or a fake service dog in my purse, and I live in Los Angeles. I'm the fucking minority. I know, it's okay to laugh, y'all. I've been a bartender for 42 years. Much longer than I've been. It's the same thing. Being a bartender is just like being a comic. And let me tell you something. We fucking hate it when you sit at the bar talking on your earbuds. Okay? And when you pick up that cocktail menu, guys are easy. Guys are like a gin and tonic, a shot and a beer, martini. Ladies love you. But when you pick up that handcrafted cocktail menu, my left eye starts to twitch, and I'm like, oh, God, that person is going to want to order something with cucumbers, mint, berries, and rum, and they're going to take one. I'm going to spend 5 minutes muddling that thing up, and they're going to take one sip and go, this is what I thought it was going to be. Of course not. It's fucking nauseating. People in bars, women in Beverly Hills, white women are always the same thing. I'd like to taste every one of your 26 wines by the glass because we've recently been to Napa. And I want something that's earthy, plummy, jammy, and cheap. And black ladies, you are always fun as shit, but it's like this. I can't taste no alcohol in this. And Persian women, God, what is the deal? These 2 Persian women, one day I'm waiting on them, and I had all these glasses in my hand, and I said, ladies, I'm sorry, those seats are reserved. There's somebody in the bathroom. And she goes, look at you, really? She goes, look at you, a man of your age doing this for a living. You should be ashamed. And she and her friends started laughing. I took a beat, and I said, I can do this for a living because I don't have someone like you at home sucking the fucking life out of me. Whereas the next thing you know, I'm in HR. Not gonna mouth. What can I tell you? I'm a smoker. I'm a cigarette smoker, and I make no apologies for it. My motto is, if you don't like it, you go outside. Oh, I do have two mottos being a bartender. One is, life is too short to stand on the side of the dance floor, and the second one is, if you have an airbag, have another. Come on, you can laugh. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm a cigarette smoker. Remember that? I used to audition all the time for that commercial for Give Up Cigarettes California, Stop Smoking. Because I wanted to be a guy on the patio that went and blew the smoke upstairs into the baby's room. Seriously, man, I love to smoke cigarettes. Now that they're like, what, $42 a pack, I have no problem just butting it out and going like that with it. But I don't smoke, it's like, I was a bartender in Miami in the 80s, y'all, before most of you were born. And the movie Scarface was entirely friggin' accurate, entirely. I worked in clubs just like that. And my nieces and nephews, they were so cute when they were little. They're like, Uncle Bob, tell us about the 80s. I'm like, well, the movie Scarface was entirely accurate. Ronald Reagan was president, and drugs were cheap. Now, I don't do drugs anymore. But when I did in Miami, it was like this. Pot was pot. It was like $40 for a big old ounce like this, and if you were lucky, you might get some Thai stick or Maui Wowie. These stores now, they're so overwhelming with all this stuff in little jars, right? Cocaine, pink Peruvian cocaine was $20 a gram, and they shaved it right off the block. was great. Just like at the Delicatessen. And ecstasy was real. Not this GHY shit that makes y'all throw up first now in the first one. It was great. Now, like I said, I don't do drugs anymore, but when I did, this was me. This was pot. It was like... God, I don't hear anybody outside. Do you hear anybody outside? I should have stayed in college. I only have $60 in my checking account. Why didn't I wax my car? Cocaine was like, yeah, baby. I don't hear anybody outside. Do you hear anybody outside? Can I drink? Do you have any gin? You got any scotch? Can I smoke it here? But ecstasy was the best, man. That shit came out of one plant in Houston, Texas. Google it, it's true. And San Francisco, California was a prototype city for it. It was designed as marriage counseling drug in 1986, right, somewhere around there. And the friggin' Roy twins had this direct line to natural blah blah. The point is that shit was so great. 20, and you'd be like, I don't feel anything, man. $20, what a fucking ripoff, man. You know, come on, man. I fucking love you, man. Let's dance. That's my time. Thank you very much. My name's Bob Dean. Please subscribe and download and subscribe my podcast, The Bob Dean Show, on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher. And it's Bob Dean 2971 on that Instagram thing. And thank you very much. Thanks for letting me go.
Woo, one more time for Bob D. This is a really bad joke that I wrote while you were talking. But what do you call it when Bob Dean leaves his Popeyes order on his car?
What?
A bartender slender tenders on a fender bender. You're welcome. Okay, moving right along.
I'm stealing that.
Moving right along, we're going to bring it up with the comedy of Lincoln.
Step in. Yeah, I want to go off the bar. So. What's up? Ooh, not a Coachella, huh? I went last weekend. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Nah, I didn't. Come on, y'all. Comedian, I ain't got the money for that shit. Come on. Crazy. Speaking of Lon, I saw your car outside, like the 2-seater Mercedes. What the fuck you doing here? Holy shit. Right? No? Just think comedian-wise, I'm shocked, you know? I don't know what it is. Arabs in LA, man, I swear, they come out the womb with the 6 Series. I don't know what it is. It's all I see around, man. Crazy. It's true. I don't know. Black people different. Like, we come out the womb, we got car payments. That's what we gotta deal with, man. Delayed laugh. Thank you, Bob. With interest, like, starting the moment of conception. Nah, but did you guys hear about this Frank Ocean situation? You guys heard about that? Yeah, he gave out one of like the worst Coachella performances like ever. Like if you don't know Frank Ocean, for some of the people, okay, you do, Patty, that's good. Like he's an amazing artist. He came out with these 2 albums, amazing. Also big for like coming out, which is like really like for the hip hop community, very progressive. He had like this plan to do like an ice rink, you know, and at the very last second, he changed his mind and they had to defrost it. You know, completely ruined the performance. I'm like, that's not the biggest bisexual energy I've ever seen in my life. Like this, he really is, right? Like holy crap! Like even Freddie Mercury's looking at it like, come on, mate. These people paid over $600. Like you got to do this show. Come on, man. No, but yeah. Also, Bob, I was you gay and also Christian?
That's right.
Fantastic, man.
And Republican.
You know? And Republican.
Let the jokes fly.
You know, Republicans always got to tell you. You know, they're like, you know, he couldn't just slip. All good. Yeah, man. I was all right. This doesn't sound kind of deep or whatever, but you ever consider like afterlife wise, you know, what sometimes Christianity, damn, this is getting really deep. What they say about gay people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
In the first Bible, not in the second.
Fair enough, right? I actually have like I think a solution, like for anyone worried about that, like the kind of thing. I think, you know how like on your deathbed, a lot of people convert to Christianity. I was thinking maybe gay people should just, like, at the very last second, eat some pussy, like, right before they die. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they have, like, pastors to give you your last rites? I think they should have prostitutes on standby. So all you gotta do right before you go, you know, right before you die is... Right? Wouldn't that be amazing? Because then you get to the pearly gates, and even if he's like, I'm sorry, you've sucked, like, 2,000 dicks, you're just not gonna be a good fit, and you're like, hey, but look what I did last. Cunnilingus, my man, welcome to the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you gotta do. If you can just eat pussy, the last thing you do right before you die, you're good. That's all I'm saying, if you ever want to think about that.
It was actually the first thing I did.
So first and last. See, that's perfect. That's even more of a case. Beautiful. You're good, man. You're good. Nah, but, you know, keeping on, like, afterlife and death, you guys ever think about like what's the cutoff for when someone dies where like you don't have to care that much when they die, or you guys ever thought about that? Because I went home, my mom told me that her old boss died. He was like 75, and I was like, oh. She was like, oh, aren't you gonna say something, right? You gonna say something? And I was just like, I mean, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, because I see it all the time. I'll see like on someone, you know, man dies 55 of a heart attack. I'll see on Facebook, they'll be like, gone too soon, like, so sad. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough, 55. And then I'll see someone like 75, dies of a stroke. And I'm like, my condolences? Like, okay, but like at a certain point, we should just be able to be like, oh, congrats, right? Like you made it to a certain, like I don't know why that's not a thing, right? It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Because like at what point, it's like if they were playing a video game, they didn't have game over, they completed the game. You know what I'm saying? Like why are we sad about this? It doesn't make any sense. Like I should be able to, you know, if my friend posts about his grandma passing away at 89, like, congrats, you deserve this, man. Like, enjoy your night. It sounds silly, but it actually is much more logical than being, like, so sad. Something to think about. But keeping it with death, I know, right? Weird, I don't know why. It was just on my mind recently. I was thinking about the afterlife as well, and I'm just... You have friends who, like, you know you're a better person than them, but at the same time, it's not like you want them to, like, burn in hell or anything, right? Like, but I'm like, sometimes I feel like if I get into heaven and some of these motherfuckers get in, like, there better be a super heaven for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just am like, because Christianity is very binary. Hell, heaven. And I'm like, maybe that, like, right? Because, like, I don't know motherfuckers who don't even recycle. I don't want them to burn in hell, but, like, I don't want them to be in the same place as me. Like, I gotta have, like, at least VIP or some shit, right? It's very frustrating to me. I just, something to think about. Fuck, I had one more thing about death that I was gonna talk about. Fuck, I hate bringing out my phone, but it's fucking happening. Okay, there we go. Going back to what I said about, you know, when older people die. It's a lot different when younger people die, right? Like people under 30. It's the same thing every time I see, right? Every time. It's, you know, nicest person you ever met, right? Touched everyone's lives. And my personal favorite, a light in everybody's life. Every time. I'm like, oh shit, did a Power Ranger die? Right? Like, right? Like, I thought Jesus died in 33 AD. I guess he died a couple weeks ago. Because that's who the fuck they're describing. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, and it's honestly insulting to the dead. Because, like, we know that shit isn't all true, right? Like, we know everybody's got flaws, and they just make it like this. It's terrible. And I think the reason why it's like that is because obituaries are only ever written by people that you knew, right? People who loved you, who you treated well. And I'm like, no, and I think it's bullshit. Because most of our interactions with people are people we barely know, random people. That was random. That was the 2 minutes. Right? And that, I think, is a lot more accurate of who you are. You know, the random people, the Taco Bell cashier, you know, that you see. Because there's way more of those people that you interact with than your loved ones. You know, I think a much more accurate obituary which should be from those people, you know, from like you know, your local Target cashier was like, oh yeah, Mrs. Smith, she came in sometimes. One time she had a blender she was trying to return, but it was definitely past return date and she didn't have a receipt. I tried to talk to my manager to get it approved, but he couldn't do it. And she cursed us out. Sucks she died, but whatever. Like that's, or maybe like, I don't know, someone else in Neighbors. Oh yeah, you know, I saw her at Trader Joe's once. I had one item. She had like a whole cart. She didn't let me cut. Just kind of frustrating. That bitch should fucking die. Like, thank God, right? Like, I think that's because that shows a lot more of how you were in your life. Those should be the fucking obituaries, in my opinion. What was I want to talk about? I'll talk about Super Heaven. No, I'm gonna give my time back to the room. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Excuse me, sir. Did you say
One more
super
time.
heaven?
Super Heaven.
One more time for thinking while we're transitioning. Just like in case if you didn't sign up or didn't give I think I have most of your information, but we are trying to get up our newsletter back, just also for future references. If you have any like upcoming shows that you're doing that you'd like to have like advertised somewhere, just so that we can celebrate all the hard work you're doing, just like talk to me and let me know. I don't think you talked about like rap music. I think I'm so bad at reading the like subtext of rap music. Like, I think I was on the bus the other day and there was this guy who was playing his music out loud, and it was very explicit. It was like, beat that ass like till the sugar comes. I'm like, is this song about a piñata? This other time I was on another bus, this other guy was playing his music out loud, and it was like, suck those balls, get some cream. I'm like, is this song about bubble tea? Sorry. Okay, moving right along. We're gonna bring up the comedy of Shannon.
Yeah. Shannon. Hey.
If I'd known I was going to have to ride the bus so often, I would have voted against the People with Disabilities Act of 1989. All right. I don't know if you guys are bus riders. And if you're not, then you are unaware of the collective sigh that reverberates through that fucking aluminum tube we're all trapped in when we all see that hover round up at the next stop. All right. Like everybody just like, oh, shit. Because now we know that we're all going to be 15 minutes late for our froyo job, and Brenda's going to yell at us, and she's 20 years younger than me. And inevitably, without any variance, that person on the hover round gets on the bus. It takes all that time. The driver is a little frustrated. We strap you in. We do all that shit. About 10 minutes pass. We fucking go down the block, and you get off at the next stop. You get off at the very next fucking stop. Okay? It's a quarter mile down the block. You're on wheels. You're already on fucking wheels. Wheel your ass up to the next stop. Okay? I'm tired of Brendan yelling at me because you fucking got hit by a car when you were 13. Oh, shit. Or got shot. Whatever. My fucking problem. Problem's Brendan. If you're a blonde bimbo who drives a black Mercedes, would you mind igniting into flame for me? Oh, I want you to die by fireball. Seriously. I want to watch you spontaneously fucking combust as you look left, text, and turn through a bunch of pedestrians on the fucking side, on the crosswalk. All right? I want the molten plasma core of the sun to drizzle down your head as you turn through a left arrow because you're a red arrow because you're too fucking important to wait on the next one. Okay? And I want your little pocket dog to jump out of your purse and run to me on the sidewalk, and we'll watch together with gleeful little grins as your collagen-injected skin melts down your Skeletor-like fucking face. All right? And if you're the type of person who's at the intersection losing their shit with their horn, okay, join fucking Skeletor, okay, because you're not important. None of you are. You know how I know that shit? Because I'm not important, okay? And I know for a fucking fact that you're not on your way to Cedars-Sinai with a cure for cancer, okay? There's no liver in a cooler on your passenger seat that you got to get to the transplant ward ASAP. You're probably late for a fucking Ross sale. So, you know, just try to show a little patience and understanding, and everybody will have a nicer day. You guys think your brown eye has 20/20 hindsight? Think your third eye talks to your brown eye about the future? Bet it does. Bet it does. How did we get silent electric cars before silent electric leaf blowers? That's a progression in invention that I am baffled by. What? I can get run over in the alley by something that weighs 3,000 pounds and goes 180 miles an hour and is silent, but I still get woke up at 8 in the morning with What? Come on, man. Start out with the small shit. I've only been overseas once in my life, guys. And it was in my early 20s, I was dating a Bangladeshi princess. So we went to see her family in Calcutta. And we went there, and I got out the plane. I'm Irish, okay? It's super sunny, it's super fucking hot, and it smells exactly like those Oxfam videos make it look. I immediately was like, get me back on the fucking plane. Please, for the love of God, this is not my spot. But, you know, whatever, we're meeting the family. So we take what I would consider to be a motorized rickshaw, all right, through the streets of Calcutta, and we get to a place that I would say was less than palatial, all right? She's a princess. Okay. There were no valets. We didn't go on any fox hunts or cotillions or anything like that. All right. They had to hang outside the window air conditioner, and I immediately thought to myself, I got 3 of those. I get inside, and there's 10 people looking at me like the Great White Hope, because they all had this look in their eyes as if I were taking them back with us, you know. And I did not have the heart to tell them that I work at Buffalo Wild Wings and I just got a DUI. So, it's been an awkward week there in Calcutta. But Esther is also Egyptian, so we do the Indiana Jones, da, 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 right over to Cairo. We get to Cairo and it's sunnier. Oh, great. This is awesome. And it's way more crowded, which is hard to believe, but it is. Way more crowded. And we're walking down the sidewalk in midday, and I'm just trying to fucking cover my skin. And Esther's trying to cover her big old titties, right? We're walking, it's like, you just got robbed by the James Bond of purse snatchers. And she didn't take that real well. And, you know, she just got robbed. I get it, you know? So we're in this couples argument on the fucking sidewalk in Cairo in midday heat. And it got into, I said something about God-given talent, and then the shit got religious. All right, we got into some religious debate. And she was a Zoroastrian. You guys, okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I had read up about the shit because I'm dating her. So we're in the argument, and I'm like, do you even know what God you pray to? And she was like, Zoroaster. I was like, wrong. That's the prophet. It's a Hura Mazda. So I spent the night outside of a hotel in Cairo. Which, honestly, as soon as it's dark, that place goes from a hustle and bustle to fucking inordinate amount of stray dogs. Really, there's a lot of stray dogs. We formed a pack. I had snacks. It was cool. You know? So morning comes, and Esther comes to her senses because she now realizes that I'm going to have to pay for the rest of this trip. You know, she doesn't have anything. So she comes down. We go to the embassy, get her shit back. And when we get there, we're talking to the lady, we tell her a story. And she was like, oh, we have your stuff. And we're like, what do you mean you have her stuff? He's like, oh no, a guard found it in the courtyard this morning. Right? Which means that this Batman of fucking purse snatchers, okay, this Robin Hood of purse snatchers, all right, just took the money, took the credit cards, decided I'm not ruining this young lady's life. Rolled by, I assume, with a no-look swish, like a 3 in the morning, right over the gate, right, and gave that shit back. And I looked right at Esther, and I was like, Michael Jordan of purse snatchers. Have a good one, guys. Good night.
One more time for Shannon. I was texting Sam during the show. I'm like really bad at texting with punctuation because I'm an anti-capitalist. That's why I do get really bad scores on my essays in class because I'm an advocate for social justice. I also hate the people who like on LinkedIn or those that like write on their like LinkedIn profiles like I'm an advocate for social justice. I'm like thank you for being like a normal person. You don't need to go. I thought that was a given. Okay, we're moving right along with the comedy of Patty.
Hey! All right!
Hey.
Wow, one more time for Monica. Gee whiz, it fell out. Look, at my age, this is a common thing. I've tried to Cialis. You know what Cialis is? It's different than Viagra. Viagra, you know what's coming. Cialis, it just for no reason you get an erection. It reminds you of your the erections of yesteryear, when it was unpredictable. I went to Catholic school, and you could get a detention if you had an erection. Yeah, like you'd be asked to go up to work a problem out at the board, and you would, if there was an erection, you would be forced to stay after school and move the desks and clean the erasers. So to this day, when I have to move furniture, I become aroused. It's the Catholicism, baby, you know. Hey, Shannon, that was a great set. Give it up for Shannon. Woo! You guys, you might not know this, but Shannon and I are actually related, and we did the whole 23andMe, the ancestry thing. All of our DNA, all of it, comes from an 80 square mile area in the west of Ireland. Do you know what that means? Cousins fucked. Often. Our family tree looks like a fucking stump. We are from the shallow end of the above ground gene pool. My name is Patty, so of course I'm an alcoholic. That's the Irish Catholic. That's a stereotype you can rely on. You can. That's okay. I'm not mad. I am not mad at you because, look, I will say this. I can say this. Ireland is a nation of drunkards. And I can say that because I was born there and I want to drink right fucking now. Right fucking now. But there's very little chance of that happening because I haven't had a drink in 14 years now. What I'm really trying to tell you is I have been a habitual pot smoker for 14 years now. Just fucking works out better. And here's the deal. I came here when I was a little boy, a little 8-year-old fat patty boy from Belfast, Ireland, you know. And this is a confusing fucking place. Because, you know, there's only Protestants and Catholics in Ireland. Either Protestant or you're Catholic. You're Catholic or you're Protestant. You know, I came over here, and I was Fatty Patty the Catholic. When I got over here, I was a husky white boy. I said, oh, you're not Fat Pat. You're just a husky boy. What's like, why would you call me a fucking dog's name? A husky. That's all I ever. And also, this is true. This is true. I never heard a person called a color till they come to this country. I never heard anybody called by like white. No one ever called me white. I'm going to be direct with you. I left Ireland in 1971, and at the time, there was one black Irishman in the whole country. Just one. His name was Phil Lynott, and he played the bass and sang in a band called Thin Lizzy. You guys remember Thin Lizzy? Yeah, you know what we called him? Catholic. I'd come here, all the way here to the land of the free, where all men are created equal, to find out this whiteness fucking entitled me to a whole bunch of shit. Sorry, Bob, but white privilege is true. I'm just going to tell you, it's true. I can see it because where I was born, it didn't exist. You know, don't worry, we killed each other for 400 years for other fucking reasons. You know, the old standby, God. You know, that's what we were killing each other over. But I can see it because, you know, I can recognize, I can see it, and you know, before here I didn't know what it is, but now I've got it now. I've got it now. They give it to you when you get off the plane, you know. All you need is this. That's the only qualifications. That's it. This. Like, I can go anywhere and people don't see an immigrant because you've been trained by the media to look at this and not see an immigrant. If you watch Fox News, and if you don't fucking watch it. But if you do, there's lots of segments on immigrants, but none of them look like me. Gee, I wonder why that is. Is it a congenital skin condition I have? Yeah, maybe a pigment of my imagination. Because I'm going to tell you, my wife is a tiny Filipina. Her parts came from the Philippines, but she was assembled here. And you know, I walk into a room and people don't think I'm from anywhere else. My wife is constantly being complimented by older white couples about how well she speaks English. Oh, you speak English so well, Bill! Listen to her speak English. That's so, you speak so well. Where did you learn to speak English so well? Burbank, bitch. Because I'm going to tell you something, Bob. Pardon me if I disagree, but in this fucking country, even Helen Keller had white privilege. She just couldn't see it. What's your excuse? I'm going to tell you, white privilege is a lot like herpes. About 70% of the country has it. Most of them don't know it. And if they do, they won't admit it. But it's just the fact. It's just the way things are. Now I think what's happening is this is the point in my act where everybody just looks at me and feels a little better about themselves. Is that what's going on? Because I want to tell you what this means. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You want to know what this means?
Yeah.
Woo. Bob, Dean, and me are here. You know what that means? There's 2 empty seats in the balcony at the Muppet Show. Nick got that. I said, hey, you guys, yeah, I see what you're doing. I get shit all the time. Like I appreciate what you said to me earlier. I don't know if it's a compliment. I should call me Hot George Bush.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Well, look, I want to say something. First of all, I'm not a Republican, okay? But, you know, I've been accused of being an asshole. But I'm an asshole for the left. You know, I've been here a long time. I'm an evolved heterosexual. You know what I mean? I've been married many years. As an evolved heterosexual, I know that no means no. As a man who's been married many, many years, I know that even yes means probably fucking not. It's just a fact. Here's somebody was talking about eating pussy. Raise your hand if you've eaten pussy or had your pussy eaten. God damn it! Cheer up! Listen, I've been married a couple times, okay? And I'm just going to say this. After my first ex-wife, who for legal reasons I must refer to as plaintiff. She was crazy, dumb, and hot. Which the hot blinds you to the crazy and the stupid. You know, and she was complicated sexually. She's what you call a sadistic Jehovah's Witness. She couldn't get off until I slammed the door in her face. That's fucking time-release humor. But here's what I figured out. I'm going to get to the pussy eating because you guys seem delighted with it. Just say pussy with me. Pussy. Fucking in there, great words. I figured out after that first divorce that if I learned to eat pussy really, really good, I wouldn't have to give at least half of my shit away about every 6 or 7 years. You worked that. I learned to eat pussy so good. I was eating some pussy, and at that high point, that climax, the woman went, ow! And broke my nose. She had her hand, and ow! And broke my nose. That's some good fucking pussy eating, baby. I can tell you, I don't know if my insurance covered, to be honest with you. It's a cunnilingus accident. That's a happenstance, baby. So listen, I'm going to get off the stage here, but you guys have been actually pretty damn good. Give yourself a round of applause. That's enough. If any of you are thinking of having children, I'm going to read this fucking note to you. This is a note that I got 3 days ago from my 31-year-old blue-haired daughter who has no visible means of support, who still lives in my house. This is a note that she wrote to me. Are you ready? You ready? Are you ready?
Go.
Well, fucking let me know you're ready then.
Yeah.
Dear Dad, please don't take this the wrong way, but you are a complete idiot who doesn't understand a truly independent woman like myself. You are a privileged relic without a clue, and I don't need you to have my best life. Love, Alexis. P.S. Please tell the housekeeper to buy more vegan crab cakes, and don't forget to pay my Pilates teacher on time this month. You guys have been great. Patty, P-A-D-D-Y, F-O-R, C-O-M-E-D-Y. Now keep it going.
Hey, Patty.
For the sexy night housekeeper on this island of misfit fucking tonight. Good night.
One more time for Patty.
Yay.
So, speaking of parents, I think like something that's like preventing me from being a good comedian is like I actually like my parents. And like they like me, which is like weird. But like my parents are, you know, my sister's out of the house now. I'm pretty much out of the house now. And I think like my parents are really enjoying the empty nesters life, and the way that I know is that for like the past year, every time that I've called them, one of them has a UTI. You can sit on that for a second. Like the cranberry juice used to be in like our back shelf. Now it's like right on the counter. Thank you. What?
Is the UTI from a lot of...
We'll just leave it up to audience interpretation. Okay. On that note, let's bring it up with the comedy of Onion.
Yeah.
So Tracy, man, so nigga Tracy in a minute, bro. Just popping. What I want to talk about? Fuck, I don't even know if I had anything on my mind when I got up here. Let's take a minute. I don't even know what I want to talk about for real. Let's do some old shit. I don't know. 420 was yesterday. Did anybody celebrate? 420? 420 was cool. I like to partake in edibles very often. In fact, I'm on one right now. And I don't know, I always go to the shop and I'm like buying edibles all the time and I'm like taking them and people are judging me sometimes like, bro, like taking edibles all the time, like that can't be okay, bro. Like there's something wrong with you. I'm like, well, listen, this is not just for me, all right? I do this for the community, all right? Because hear me out, I'm buying these edibles with cash, right? And they're giving me my change back. I'm not tipping. I'm going back to the community with that, bro. What are you talking about? The homeless population, they're eating off of me. Right? It's a trickle down. The government uses it, bro. They say that in win elections, bro. So I'm gonna say it too. It's a trickle down. So I'm like, I was at the weed shop. I was leaving the weed shop one time. I was back when I worked at the VR place. I was leaving the weed shop. I just had my edibles. And I seen a homeless man walking up to me. I was like, all right, bet. Like, here's my chance to bless, bro. And when I tell my friends and shit, they're like, oh my God, Anya, like, you're so nice. Like, you be giving money to the homeless so much. Like, wow, it's such a kind-hearted individual. And not really. I just really grew up around, like, hitting camera shows for real. Like, I didn't know. I'm always thinking, like, is it my moment? Like, is it, what would you do? Like, you know, I be in the grocery store and, like, the lady in front of me be like, $10 short. I'm like, man, here you go, man. Here's 10. No, in fact, here's 20. I see you have baby food. You probably got a kid at home. Handle that. You know, I'm waiting for, like, John Quinones to come out like, hi, I'm John Quinones. This is what we do. Yes! I knew it! That's why I gave her 20. You know, I only get paid till Friday, John. I just knew. I had a feeling because I saw the truck outside. It said New York license plate. And y'all don't shoot the show out here. I knew. Put two and two together. But now I was leaving the weed shop and I was finna give this dude some money. So I'm grabbing my wallet already. And he walks up to me. He's like, yeah. I'm like, excuse me, sir. He says, weed or meth? I said, weed or meth? Excuse me, sir. That was money was the option that I had. Weed or meth? And that question bothered me for like several reasons, right? First of all, weed or meth, that's two totally different vibes, my boy. You gotta pick a side. You feel me? You gotta choose the life you wanna live. You can't be like smoking meth, listening to Wiz Khalifa. You gotta choose, bro. That's why you're on the street right now. You have no direction. You gotta figure out the way you wanna go. It's fucking, what are you doing? Like, it's too much variety. That's like here or here, bro. Like, come on. Second, do I look like I got meth on me? Like, is this a meth giver outfit? Like, I have my uniform on. Like, is it like, when I put it on, like, nobody told me it was giving meth. Like, if it's giving meth, I'm finna go change. Like, I don't want to give that. Like, I just got a tattoo. Is this like in the fine print? Like, when you get a tattoo, niggas think you got the meth on you? Like, and thirdly, like, it's like got a bounty of meth, like meth to share. Is meth a shareable drug? I've never been offered meth. Like I never went to homies that bro you finna get into. Like, oh shit, bro, I'm finna buzz down this meth. Like, what the fuck? Meth. I grew up in a church, man. You can go to church smell like meth. You can go to church smell like weed, but you cannot go to church smell like what? Meth, that's crazy. Crazy word. Because weed, you got an excuse. I'm trying to get closer to my Lord and Savior. Like, you know, I'm further from the devil. Closer to the Lord. You're getting high. You know, think about it. Hold it. We'll get it. Weed, man. Weed's cool, man. Weed's nice because you can watch movies faded and they're way better, right? Like you feel like you're in the actual movie as this shit's happening. And one of my friends, I saw this news story. It was like, oh, Michael B. Jordan was gonna be the next Superman, right? It was just like a bullshit article, you know, those random ass articles. But I sent it to my friend 'cause he's really into like superheroes. He got really offended. He said, hell no, what? He cannot be Superman. Superman can't be black. I was like, whoa! Superman can't be black. I feel like the guy is weakened by Green Rock and wears you can see his underwear all the time. Like, these are very black traits. He's extremely athletic. Like, come on, what? If he was black, you'd be like, that makes sense. Like, he could hoop. He could be in the league and no one would know that he was Superman. Like, just a black guy. He's doing regular black things. And I was like, let me just, you know, entice this bro in this conversation. Like, who else can't be black? He said James Bond can't be black. I said, that's just a nigga in a suit. Like, what? How bad could it be if he was black? Like, you didn't even get like, can I get Hennessy, shaken not stirred? Like, no, he's gonna do some regular shit. Like, I don't know why he can't be black. Like, I think that'd be okay. It would be allowed. In fact, I want to see like old movies come out in black versions. Like, imagine like if E.T. fell in the hood. Like, how crazy would the story have been? Hey, what the fuck is that over here, bro? Is that an alien, cuz? Oh shit! Oh, he doing the shit. Hey! It's cool. He's not over here. He's not over there. We would have beef. But I fuck with you, alien. So the end of the movie is like super emotional. It's like, you know, the end of the movie when he finally speaks. Like, E.T. 40 crib. Should be live, bro. That should be live. That should be live, bro. I want that so bad. Imagine like a black Harry Potter, like he lived with his grandma because his parents ain't there. You feel me? Like, that's just real regular for black people. Like Darius Potter. You feel me? He like in the hood for real, and his grandma is like hella like religious. She's like, don't be doing that magic on Sundays. And this nigga's like doing all this shit. That's the only rule she had. You feel me? Darius Potter and a half-blood crib. I'm already on it, bro. We can get it going. Warner Brothers tap in with the boy. I got some shit on my mind, man. I got some shit on my mind, bro. Fuck. Man, what's my time looking like?
You got 3.5 minutes.
I like it. Fuck you. I liked it.
Did I not like it? Okay. I was gonna shut him down. All right, let's see what else we got for y'all, man. We going in the vault. We're doing some older shit. No, let's do this shit. I ain't done this shit in a minute. Speaking of superheroes and shit, I was really into superheroes growing up, and like, but I couldn't do Halloween, so I never really got to dress up. You feel me? Like, Halloween was like a sin in my house. Like, I'm a pastor's kid. Like, Halloween's a sin. We're very religious. I would have to go to something they call Hallelujah Fest on the 31st of October. That's why it would be Hallelujah Fest. It was just like Halloween. They were giving candy, but it's not the same candy. You feel me? It's not the like Halloween candy. It's like the grandma purse candy. You get me? Like, you get like peppermints and Orville Chews. Like, it's some bullshit for real. You feel me? Like the real bullshit, bro. And you can't even go trade that at school the next day. Like, you can't even trade it for nothing except for like an Almond Joy. But it's like, nigga, that's a low-key a downgrade. Like, this got a mint. Fuck Almond Joys. Fuck Almond Joys. Personal beef. Is that another camera? Fuck Almond Joys. I remember that first time I tried an Almond Joy, I was just like, what the, who eats this? What kind of old person ass candy is this? I feel healthier when I eat that shit. What type of candy? You know how I'm supposed to feel? But I tried to convince my dad to buy a costume once, because we had this like book fair at school, and my homie was like, hey bro, we finna be the Avengers, bro, so we need you to be Spider-Man. I was like, oh, bet, because I got the skinny build, I could do that one. Because I was like, Avengers is a lot of buff gentlemen, but Spider-Man, I can look it up, I can do that. And so I told my dad, I was like, let me get the books. I went home to my dad and I was like, hey, Dad, we're doing this book parade. We're dressed up as characters in the book. Can I be this character in the book right here? 72 in the book right here. Spider-Man in the book. I want to be him from the book. He looks at me. He's like, every time he thinks he caught me, he's like, my son, eh? You think I'm dumb, eh? Let's bring costume to my house, eh? You want to bring a costume to my house? Throws the book, leaves the room. I pat myself down. I survived that conversation. Like, I didn't get beat. Ooh, amazing. But my friends are still mad at me to this day because I was still in all the photographs, right? I was still in all the photographs for the Avengers. But I'll point it out for you. It was like Captain America, Hulk, Malcolm X, Iron Man. Wait, Malcolm X. He made me go in a suit and tie. He made me go in a suit and tie. And my stupid smart ass, I'm still in the fucking poses. In the fucking suit and tie. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's still me. You know, it's still Spider-Man. But Doc Ock and them, they got my bags when I landed. I just came from New York. They got me right at LAX. They took my bags. But I'm still on the mission. It's gonna help us. You feel me? Because I'm gonna walk in first. They're like, who the fuck is this guy in here while we doing the crime? Like, stop the crime. No, random guy. I'm not gonna stop the crime. Bitch, it's me, Spider-Man. Surprise attack. Less casualties. I thought it out. Like, I'm disguised Spider-Man. You know, I'm still doing the poses though, so you know it's me. Stupid. But thank y'all for the time, man.
One more time for Anya. My first opinion, I think Almond Joy is what happened when they tried when the Mars company tried to make Snickers cultural. I disagree. I've always hated Halloween. I'm from Illinois, so like the thing that we used to do during October is everyone would just dress up as an Eskimo for Halloween, so we could just all wear winter coats and be outside because it's cold. Just everyone was an Eskimo. It was really sad. I also like always hated wearing makeup too, as you can tell by my face. And so like in high school, whenever I had to go to an event where I had to look like I wear makeup, I just like do like 50 jumping jacks outside and then just come in with like my face all red. It's like, oh, like nice blush. I'm like, physical exertion is the best thing for my complexion. Moving right along with this show, we're gonna bring up Nick.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm congested, so it's not COVID though. Hey, let's make some eye contact. I'm sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Yeah. So, I'm going to talk to you, sir, because I always got to talk to you. I got to point out things about you. Fuck Almond Joy is correct. I don't fuck with shredded coconut at all. I don't want that shit in no manner of food. Right? I don't know why. I'll fuck with coconut, but shredded coconut just isn't it for me. If it's fried, maybe, you know, like it's all crispy and you can bite through it. Shit, this don't feel all like it's something great in your mouth. Darius Potter and the Half-Blood Crip, that shit's beautiful. All right, like his life has to be difficult. I like that. I really, really like that. That shit's beautiful. Make that into a hood porn. I'm just saying, sir. The genre is there. It is there. Hey, we were. All right, but that shit's big budget. We got to fight somebody for it. We got to point out we didn't steal it. Porn can parody anything. Anything, sir. I'm just saying. Got all kinds of great. They got. What is it? clay watch. I think they dig poop and make shit and then fuck. It's weird.
Oh my god.
That shit is just different. It's Friday. I recently started group therapy. Yeah, it's cool. I've only gone to 3 little sessions. I know I'm not crazy, people. And I'm not saying that because of people in the group sessions. I'm just saying a nigga is not insane. I might look at shit weirdly. You know, I might have a different outlook on the world, but nigga, I'm really looking down on everybody. Like, I'm watching this shit all the time. I see every move before that shit's about to happen. And if I open up and say something, I have a problem. And they about to rob us. No, nigga, I'm just watching y'all. You know, I don't like when people... All right, I want one of y'all white people to come with me one day. Not Bob Dean, because he might scare white people as well. A more approachable white person, right? And I want y'all to just walk with me, like walk behind me like maybe 50 or 60 yards and watch how the people interact with me and then watch how they interact with you. And I feel like people be like, damn, Nick, is this every day? Yes. I'm sensitive. I'm just big. Too big to have emotions. Big boys don't cry. Bitch, fuck you. Fucking. He just wants to shed a tear sometimes. You know? Just let it all out. But I have a problem with crying. I don't like it. I don't know if everybody else here. When y'all cry, y'all got snot and shit. Like when you have a real cry, like, and this shit just bubbles up like the top of an aquarium all in your nose right here. I hate that fucking shit. Fuck that. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm the person that goes, you know, it's spicy. You know, you just got. There's no point in wiping it off. It's just gonna keep coming back. You know. Sorry, it's horrible. It's delicious though. It helps with your immunities. Alright? Fuck y'all. I don't know what to... Oh! Okay. Does anybody know who Bill Withers is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, that song, Use Me.
Use me.
My friends.
Hell yeah.
Feel this disappointed duty. That song right there. They keep trying to tell me. That song, right? All you want to do is use me. I feel like Barack should get the rights to that and like remake it because it's just to his cadence. Like I feel he could drop that right now, and the young people, they know who Barack is. They know who Bill Withers is. That shit would do monster numbers. They'd be like, did you hear Barack? He dropped the album. Oh my God, his single, Use Me, is beautiful. Like people would just be mad as fuck. Like he's gonna try to take over. Nigga, it's a song. But yeah, I just feel like I don't know why. I think about that. I think like William Shatner. I can't remember the song that I feel like he should sing. It's not Lowrider, but it might be. Like I feel like William Shatner performing Lowrider would be. I can't do it right now because I'm high as shit. But I just feel, I don't know. I think of weird shit. I get lonely. You know. I think of, okay. Do y'all like insects? Anybody? I'm scared of roaches.
I thought you said incest for So, I don't know.
I'm gonna take a moment.
I'm so sorry.
It wasn't Darius Potter and his half-blood cousin. That's not what it was. Why the fuck would I say? Why in the fuck would I say incest? I didn't even want to be loud today. Apparently I don't speak English. This is a problem that I do have, that people always hear something else, and it's always something hilariously or fucked up wrong. It starts fights. Nigga just be asking for some toast, and a bitch would be like, oh, what the fuck you said? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say you have hoes. I didn't say anything about you hoe. Like, no, I'm not calling you a hoe now. I said I need some toast, right? But somehow, motherfucker heard me calling her a hoe, right? Slap her on the butt, say something about her butt. Who the fuck you calling a slut? Bruh, I don't even say slut. I say sloop. Right? So first off, you should know that I didn't call you a slut, but apparently you just want to fight. All right? You trying to fight, Monica? Are you pulling? Is that what you just did? You need attention? Because you think I like incense. From the South, but I don't talk about cousin rape until I get famous. So,
So sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. I just feel weird sometimes. Like I feel like I'm too angry to survive. But I don't feel like my anger is, it's not violent anger. Like I feel like I have righteous anger and I have valid points to feel about my life. You offend a lot of people. I love you. Yes, you, sir. People are scared of you. Like, I don't know how to explain that. But that's how people feel about me as well. I'm not saying we get married or anything. I know you had domestic violence incident and all, nigga. I got you, baby. Fall asleep on that hairy back. Stroke that shit with a brush.
Straight up.
Pull them shits out afterwards. Start over again. No, I feel like I'll be like, give me a second, Bob. I'll be like, oh my God, you just thought about that.
That's my favorite thing too.
That shit gotta feel like a big ass cat. He just be sitting there. I'm sorry. Is that 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have 120 seconds to find something to make y'all laugh. Oh! OnlyFans.
What?
Alright, Bob! Right. I have my six pack. I'm kind of chunky right now. Would you subscribe, or do you know anybody that would subscribe for $26? But you know any young homosexual men that are on OnlyFans? OnlyFans.
I do not.
I feel like women have it easy. You got a whole bunch of people out here paying $2 to $30 to look at naked bitches that ain't even coming, whose pussy ain't wet, it's dry like toast. But niggas is still finding some sort of enjoyment out of this dry ass pussy porn. Like that shit is dry like wheat toast, and I don't like it, but I watch it sometimes. You know, I feel if I did OnlyFans, and if I do one, we gonna put that little shit out. All right, we gotta get hoes, and we gonna do that. But I feel like if I did OnlyFans, it would just be dudes. Like, and I would have to like wear like booty shorts and like sit there and be like, right? Right? I gotta do that. Sometimes I gotta come out with some like little boy shorts and let one nut hang out like this. Or should I wear something sheer and stand in front of a window and spread my legs and let my nuts just in the sunlight? And then at the end of it, I just drop my dick to join it, you know, and I'm laying in the silhouette of the sunlight. It's not an equal world, people. I love y'all. Have a good one.
One more time for Nick. It was a very expressive final bit. It's very expressive. We love the physicality. But we have a stage. Please feel free to use this space, but don't knock anything here. That's all send us. I'm really bad with dating apps. I've always wanted to like use one of those niche dating apps like Farmers Only, like just for funsies. Like Farmers Only, or its more explicit variant called Only Farms. That'd be so funny. Anyways, moving right along, we have a lot of great. Sorry, I was gonna think of like a really cool transition and it completely escaped my mind. I am not. Yeah, I know like past two. I'm not on any edible right now. That really like changed the definition of performance high for me. I heard both both of you. Anyways, I'm gonna bring up Mike Moody.
Oh, how you guys doing? You guys good? Oh, it's Friday. We have no time but to do this. Says a lot about our lives. Bob was like, "Are you through?" You know what Bob did is said, "Are you through?" We had my phone out. I was making sure my friend got here. Yeah, no, I was, yeah. Yeah, I was. But Bob has a different protection, though, because he's white, Republican, and he's gay. He's like a transformer with car insurance. Autobots, we have Geico. He's like, okay, well, this is a low stakes fight. I don't use my shit. Oh man. I'm just playing. You guys good? Yeah. Word, okay. I got a show on Sunday with censorship, so I'm probably gonna curse, but I'm gonna listen to it back and make sure I'll take the curse words out. Couple. Anybody who's dating? Y'all dating? Anybody else single? What you got going on? Y'all living that life. Okay, cool. That's cool. You know? I'm too dramatic. I can't even do the datings right now. Like, my head has too much shit going on in my head. Like, I don't know. I don't get excited for shit. You know what I mean? Like, even like a good date. Like, if I'm on a good date, that chick's like, when we get home, this pussy's yours. I'm like, bitch, we gotta get home first. My parents passing the cards, man. But y'all already know. But then if we do get home, I'm still thinking too much. And that's like, that's the plight of a man. Like, nobody gives a fuck about how a man has to, like, worry about his mental health. You know what I mean? If you ever chick rides your dick and you stare into space trying to figure out what the meaning of life is. You're sitting there, you're like... And she's doing a great job, but you're like, fuck, I don't have enough for a plan B. Like, this... I can't even afford this pussy. I can't even pay for this. I don't even know how we got past the dinner. I don't... It's cool. I live in Culver City. Culver City's cool. Culver City's really white, which I like sometimes. Not when I'm the subject of adversity. No, for real. Like, people like... I remember, like, I moved in, like, the week of the riots. Okay. You know what I mean? So it looked like I moved in to, you know, monitor the white people in the town. And so when I was walking down the street, like, white people would cross the street and, like, keep on walking with their dogs. And I thought that was because of COVID, but they still do it. And so I guess it's something else. I don't know, it's cool though. I feel like the white people who like have their like love is love signs up and they're Biden and shit, they're like the scariest white people. But like the white people who have like their Trump signs up and defend the police, like the coolest white people. Like, they're the most lenient ones. I don't know what that's about, but I like them a lot. I feel like white people treat cops like certain black people treat Jesus. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, he hasn't done anything for me personally, but it's nice to have him around. You know, for holidays and award shows. I see a lot of videos of cops like playing sports with black kids, and that shit is disturbing to me. You guys seen this before, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like every time I see that, I feel like disturbed. But I feel like every time a cop does something fucked up to a black person, they should put out one of those videos the same day, so it can even out the score. You know what I mean? So you can watch the news in this completely different context. It's like cop shoots unarmed black man after getting crossed over at the local Y during a basketball game. And every black person will be like, well, damn, did you see the way he crossed him up? That was disrespectful. It was almost assault, the way he fell on the ground like that.
gotta know who you are. That's the thing. That's what makes you a winner, right? It takes a lot to know who you are. You gotta know your faults. You gotta know, like, which you're good at, which you're bad at, what you need help with. You know what I mean? And I realized that, especially like dating and stuff. I realized that. I realized who I look like to who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I'm black. I went to Howard. I care about black issues. So sometimes I'll just like watch Dr. Umar talk about black people on YouTube. Do you guys know who Dr. Umar is? Yeah. Okay, cool. And he'll be sitting there and he'll be like, the black man is the most emasculated man in America. But I'm sitting there like on Saturday with like a whole bunch of time and there's like a beauty mask on my face. Because I know my skin gets dry. And I'm like, I know me, bro, but I feel like I was singled out, you know? I don't know. The women in dating are way more aggressive these days. You seen like a woman's dating profile these days? That shit is completely different than it used to be. They're super forward. I was reading one and she was like, I'm married, but it's not working out. I'm here to test the waters. I was like, bitch, I seen this episode of 48 Hours before. I'm not engaging in none of this shit. But I was talking to one chick. This is like the first time I was on the phone. And then she was like, yeah, you know, like maybe when you're comfortable, you know, maybe I could like peg you. I was like, what? She's like, no, maybe I can like fuck your ass. I was like, I know what it is. I know. I don't know where she got this idea from. She never saw me with my beauty mask on, so I don't know why she thought that was cool. I was like, this is the first conversation. This is... I don't know why, like, call me a dinosaur old-fashioned, but I feel like I'm supposed to bring that up. I feel like I'm supposed to ask her that shit when she's ready. But women are way better at dating apps because they have, like, ghost writers. They got, like, a team of writers. You guys know this, right? I'm telling secrets. The women are mad. Like, you hit her up and they screenshot that shit to about 8 people. And then they get a response. I was talking to one chick, I was like, what turns you on? And she was like, intelligence. And I was like, that's obviously an answer from the council. You can't just get off on intelligence alone. I was like, what do you have, a dildo at home that spits out Alan Watts quotes? The desire, not the desire, still desire. Just sitting on knowledge and information. Was that 2? 1? 2? Okay, cool. Oh, okay. 2 minutes. All right. I didn't do it. There was a lot of. It was still aggressive, right? Still vulgar. Yeah, I know. That's not gonna be that. That's not.
You said a lot of the S's.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I don't know. Relationships are hard. I be just looking for like that regular straight like black love, like that good love, like the black love. You know what I mean? Like anybody seen like the Habib show? Like that's what I'm looking for. And I love the obscure laughs. Everybody pretends they don't know what it is, and other people do know what it is. This is like this obscure like black porn site that's existed for like 30 years. They never met each other, but they fuck like they love each other. It's like Freaknik with roses. It's very intimate. Oh shit. Somebody's at the door. I feel like everybody deserves to be happy, whatever that is. You know what I mean? It's cool. I'm being immortalized in real life. This is cool. Oh man, I know that's crazy, right? That's like some fucking Back to the Future shit. Yeah. But I feel like, God damn, this shit's still out. Anyway, but now I feel like, I feel like everybody deserves to be happy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I feel like the only thing that's hard sometimes is like pronouns. Don't you think pronouns are hard sometimes? Just when people choose to express the pronouns, I know. And just a little bit. Don't you feel like it's the wrong time? sometimes I feel like it's the wrong time. Like, what if the world's ending and you're trying to grab somebody's hand off a ledge? And you're like, yo, bro, I got you. And they're like, it's not bro. And they just hanging there. And you'd be like, you will address me as them, nigga. And you're like, okay. And then you have to, like, grab them anyway with no prejudice. You know what I mean? I only say they, them is, like, the hardest pronoun because I feel like they stole that shit from the Illuminati. It's like, who killed Tupac? Them niggas, bro. They did that shit. What about JFK? Them as well. They are a dangerous group of people. Thank you guys so much. The 18th, I'm shooting my special, and I'm gonna have Anya, and I'm gonna have Shawana. So it's gonna be fun. You guys come out, and I'll give you guys information as it comes to me. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, congratulations.
All right, thank you. Woo! One more time for Mike Muji. Yay! We got a couple comments left. I personally don't have a counsel writing my dating app profiles, but it like definitely shows. Like you can read my. I'm not active anymore, or as active anymore. But it'd be like, what's your love language? And I'm like, puns. Like, who wants to read that? Anyways, I'm still kind of figuring out my sexuality, but like, at least when I was a lot less confident, I used to like fill out those forms that would ask you about your sexual orientation, have all the options, and I just like select other and write unfuckable. We're improved from that. All right, so we're gonna move this show right along, and we're gonna bring up the comedy of Tracy.
Did not know, but hey, how you guys doing? It's the LA School of Comedy. Happy to be here. Where my skinny people at? Yay, let's go beat up some fat people, cocksucker. Oh, shit. I've been thinking about that all day. Wouldn't it be fucked up if they just started, like, just skinny people just start beating up fat people? Like, that's the new trend? Like, the new hate crime? No? Alright, cool. Or the new TikTok? You're just kicking up, you fucking throwing chicken wings at people and shit? You fat son of a bitch! You're like, oh. No? Alright, cool. I recently, 69 for the first time. Yes, sir! I'm never doing that shit again. The bitch farted on my forehead. Oh man, I told my friend that, and he was like, "What it smell like? What the fuck do you think it smell like?" My mouth was open. He was like, "Well, what it tastes like? It tastes like what it smelled like, nigga. It tastes like shit coming out your ass." So, well, then you just stop? No, nigga, I wanted some pussy. Shit, I had to finish, then kick the bitch out. Get out of here, you fucking whatever. They got me mad, man. Who has the audacity to fart in somebody's face while they giving you pleasure, man? You guys not on board with the 69 and stuff? I guess you guys don't get pussy like I do, nigga. Oh, shoot. Go on my phone real quick. I forgot what I was about to say. Because I've been thinking about getting a pet, too. I don't know how that transitioned from getting farted on my head to wanting a pet. But I've been thinking about it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, a dog, cat?
Dog.
Cat.
A dog? Cat? Fuck that, nigga. I want a hawk, nigga. Fucking falcon. That's instant respect right there. Come on in, bro. We're talking about an animal that I want. Who's that, by the way? Who the fuck cares? Why am I getting... Oh, shit. Okay. How you doing, miss? Said it's not going the way that I wanted to. You ever think to yourself, like, you know, yo, let me get back to the hawk. Anyway, about to get a hawk. I'm gonna get a hawk, bro. Fuck it. Fuck a K9, fuck a feline, bitch. I got a hawk. You ever see somebody walking with a hawk? No, never. That's instant badassery right there, nigga. You know what he does, bro, but you're thinking, like, I've been thinking about it, like, you know, having a bird at the club trying to get some bitches, you know. Got a messenger hot. Damn, girl, you got a fat ass. Did you send that hawk? Yeah, that was me, baby. Ordering drinks and shit, vodka tonic, nigga. Vodka tonic. He come over, he be like, you want a tab? What you think, nigga? I own this shit. Actually, I'm buying this thing, write a check. I'm gonna give me a hawk. I'm gonna get one, bro. I'm gonna be like a warlock or some shit. Got a familiar with me and stuff. Walking around like Odin, nigga. Who the fuck you think you're dealing with? I'm a god. What'd you say? What'd you think you were? You heard what I just thought I was. Oh man, I want a hawk. Name him Hockey. Hockey, get over here. I've been thinking about this all week, bro. I think Patty, I went to, you remember the lady with the bird? I was so perplexed. It was a lady in the audience. She had a parrot with her. I'm like, bro, that's badass, bro. She had a little chain and shit. Looking dope. What the fuck do you do, bro? Like a drug dealer, she does blow. She shot somebody. You don't know what she's done, bro. Need to get me a hawk. Give me a hawk, nigga. Hawk and shit. Oh my god, bro. You be shitting on people. I'm like, shit on that motherfucker. Yeah, now what? Nigga, my hawk would be scratching at him and shit. You know how big a hawk is? They're huge, bro. I don't know where I'm going with this, but fuck a canine, dog. They're annoying, bro. Dogs are annoying. Let's y'all be. I live next to a dog, bro. He be barking at nothing, bro. I'm like, bro, there's nothing out there. There's nothing you can do about it. And you want to bark. And then the cat are just assholes. They don't want to give you love when you need them. They scratch at you. I don't be scratched, you little bitch. Give me a trained hawk, nigga. That's better than a Ferrari, bitch. Show up with a girl, dog. Oh, I want to get rich and have like a G-Wagon, nigga, and a hawk, nigga. Just show up to any place, bitch. Life gets better. Get in the car. Oh. Does that brain surgeon still do comedy here? No? Do you remember that guy who was doing like, you know what I'm talking about, Monica?
No.
Yeah. You remember him? Yeah. Bro, fuck him. How the fuck you gonna come up in here and tell everybody you doing better than everybody in life and then walk out and try to do comedy? How you gonna come in here? What's the audacity, bro? The audacity. You're a brain surgeon, nigga. You won. Why you trying to do comedy, bro? I looked at him, I'm like, bro, you're like Cosby, bro. Like, how the fuck? You won and now you want to do some more comedy. Alright, I don't know where I'm getting with this. I just wrote these jokes, and I think I'm pretty sure I'm about to bomb, because I got a show coming up on Tuesday, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna rock these motherfuckers with these jokes. You guys are looking at me like I owe you money, nigga. What the fuck? Oh, man. I'm starting to work, I work in Santa Monica, and it's a bunch of white people out. You know the Main Street?
Yeah.
Like, white people just like... In the 60s, you remember in the 60s when the white ladies would like dance like this? Like, that's how it is out there, nigga. They stink a little bit, they're rich, they're rude as fuck. I work over there with the white people. In my mind, I'm like, dog, I get like a little anxiety, like, you know, as a black person, like out here, bro, or you know, like, you ever like just be around white people too much and you get scared, nigga. You're like you just, I don't know, like so you just need another black person to nod at you, or any fucking minority. I don't give a fuck if it's a Chinese dude. I need a minority to let me know I'm all right. Cause some white, you be in there white people, bro. When I see a black dude, I just need him to let me know that we're good. Like I have to go up to a black dude, like, bro, I got you back. He's like, word up, I got you too, my nigga. Fuck these white people. Fisted and we got on. So you gonna be on your phone? All right, bro. I had to use the restroom. My bladder was full, and you started getting on comedy, and then now you want to get on your phone looking up notes and Instagram and people who like your stuff. Fuck them, bro. We were here. All right. Nah. Fuck that. Oh man, the other day I saw this interracial couple. I got pissed off, bro. It was a white dude with a black girl, and normally I don't get mad, but she banging, like beautiful. Jada Pinkett in the '90s. Shit, what you doing with this fucking prick, dude? What the fuck? I got pissed off because of that. Because if the black girl was ugly, I'd have been like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying? You take another one off my back, like I ain't gotta, yeah. But I got mad. I wanted to stab him though, but I have like kind of a respect for him. Like, bro, don't you feel like a colonizer, cocksucker? Sorry, yeah. I got 1 minute, or I'm off.
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Play the Jeopardy music pretty soon.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You gotta do that. Come on.
You see?
Come on, dog. See what I'm talking about, Nick? Now I fully understand when I start working with these white people again, bro. I felt that fear, like that presence in my neck. Like. Okay, thank you guys. I'm Tracy Harris.
Sorry, it's a little noisy on the street. One more time for Tracy. Yeah, sorry, it's a pleasure to see you. Okay, what was I gonna say? I think it's so cool that you want a pet hawk. I feel like that'd be so awesome. That'd be so awesome. But if it come as a +1 to the LA School of Comedy, just like Tracy and the Hawk. Can it be a comedy duo? That'd be so funny. I asked my mom for a dog when I was 7, and she was like, "You can get on all fours." I never got a pet. Never got a pet again. Okay, we got a couple comics left, and then I'm gonna go home and go to my neurosurgery practice. Just kidding, I'm not the neurosurgeon. All right, bring up the comedy of Colin.
What's up, guys? Monica, your grip is so strong. I have to say, you guys were all so awesome. For each and every one of you, it was the best sets I've ever seen. I can't wait to bring the room down. Be the first time I saw you, Tracy, you have to change your name to Tracy Hawk. Tony Hawk was my hero growing up. That was awesome. Shannon and Patty, yes, all Irish people are related. Because Ireland is the Kentucky of Europe. Protestants and Catholics, that was the original Hatfield McCoys. Those are like, we just took it to the States. What's up, guys? Good to be here. Yay! You guys are so good. I feel like I wandered into like an HBO special. I'm just like on the street. Also, Nick, that was all. Yeah, you guys are all great. Dating, I've been dating. I've been terrible at it like everybody else. I saw a picture of a girl who looked like Snow White last week on a dating website, so I sent her a message. I was like, hey, I kind of look like one of the dwarves. We should... She's probably sleeping. I wish there was Disney dating sites, because people always tell me I remind them of like Winnie the Pooh, or it could be someone's honey. Also, if there was Harry Potter dating websites, that would be awesome. People always tell me I look like Dobby. Like, Dobby dating? That'd be huge. Dobby got a girlfriend? That'd be huge. But just to piss off J.K. Rowling, I would make it a trans dating website and call it Harry Potter HAIRY. Just be guys dressed as Emma Watson who puts her ass. She loves trans people. Oh, also you said the hood porno titles. The funniest, it wasn't a hood one, but the funniest movie porno title I ever heard was Edward Penis Hansen. Remember that for the rest of my life. But yeah. They should have dating websites for people like me. Regular dating websites, they have, every comic has talked about it, they have height meters. A girl can just press a button. They're not seeing anybody under 6 feet tall. I'm 5 foot lonely on a good day. My parents were technically corgis. I could wear dog. I'm tiny. I'm a little fat. They need to make websites. I gotta raise this again. I'm shrinking. For people like me, call it like settling.com. Let's just get this over with. Cityhallmarriage.biz. Or I should just make my own app and just call it Short Kings. And I would have my own height meter. It'd be like Kevin Hart to Joe Rogan. Fit in between those little fellas. Be great. But it'll probably be banned soon. They're banning everything. They're banning books. Not the most novel idea. They're talking about banning. Yeah, dad joke. You gotta put it in there. I have no kids, but they're talking about banning cookbooks, which is a recipe for total disaster. It makes me wish I was an author. I can't write, but I wish I could, just to piss off Republicans. Instead of writing Choose Your Own Adventure, I would write Choose Your Own Abortion. I would give them the worst titles I could think of, like Bye Bye Baby, The Hunger Games, Dobby's Favorite, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Abortion. Even abortion now they're banning. It's crazy. They're banning everything. I don't know a ton about religion. I saw the Da Vinci Code, so I know a little bit. I downloaded the Bible as a PDF. You can just do that and keyword search it. I typed in dragons. No one ever mentions there's a ton of dragons in the Bible. This is a huge, I think, missed opportunity. Why is like not every church have just statues of Jesus riding a dragon? I think that'd be huge. Get the kids in. But I typed in abortion. I was like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this abortion argument. Everyone's like, God hates abortion. I'm like, I'll see. Typed it in. Old Testament, Book of Numbers. God says to Moses, hey, if you or your buddies think your wife is cheating on you, take her to a priest, and he'll do what's known as the curse of the bitter water. She drinks the stuff. It's like holy water, dirt, all this terrible stuff, and if she's unknowingly pregnant, she'll get really sick, she'll miscarry, she'll abort. So I'm like, I've been listening to Republicans my whole life, like God hates abortion. From what I read, it sounds like God loves abortion. The Bible is like a Martha Stewart cookbook for abortion martinis. There's like a recipe right there. And again, a missed opportunity. You could Shark Tank the heck out of this. If you're at church, there's only one beverage choice, wine. That's it. What about like a sports drink? Think of a girl's like partying the night before. She's like, man, last night was crazy. She's at LA Fitness doing a walk of shame on a treadmill. She's like, I could really go for an abortion right now. Abortion sports drink. I would just call it Birth Quencher. Plan B and electrolytes. Plan Powerade, I thought was another. Liquid Death was already taken. But if Republicans, they love banning stuff, why don't they ban child marriage? You know when child marriage became illegal in America? 1990, never. In 43 states, you can just marry a kid. In 7 states, there's no minimum age requirement. California is one of them. All you need is a note signed by your parents. Which is the worst field trip permission slip ever? Mom, Dad, will you sign this? Sure, where are you going? To get married and molested. My day job is I pitch reality TV. So this is another great marketing opportunity. Child dating shows. This would be huge. Baby Bachelor, John Bonet Bachelorette, father of the child bride, 9-year-old fiance, all Emmy winning. I should be president. I figured it out. Gun control. Everyone's like, how do you stop school shootings? It's like, how do we stop it? Arming the teachers is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. It's time to arm the children. These schools are so overcrowded. There's 40 kids a room. If you give them all an Uzi, no one's going near those places. And they all have like Garfield High, Madison High. It doesn't sound intimidating enough. We're going to have to rename them to kind of better reflect that these kids have guns and how great they are at video games. I play Fortnite constantly and I'm not good at it. I would call it like Halo High, Grand Theft Auto Academy, Modern Warfare Community College. Don't go near those places. Yeah. What else? Drugs, steroids. I want to start using steroids. Seems like a drug for winners. They say drugs are for winners. Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Lance Armstrong. These guys are awesome. These guys are great athletes. When you see like the before and after pictures of like alcohol or meth, the after pictures are always way worse. But steroids, they always look like huge wealthy athletes. I don't know if there's a downside. We get some Age Tech Network, that'd be terrible. But give me something to do when I get super old. And last thing real quick is airports. I flew like a month ago. I hadn't been in an airport for years because of COVID. stewardesses kind of seems like a little outdated to me. Just with everything going on in the world, they're sort of just like cheerleaders for the airplanes. They give you some vague instructions, like there's some exits here because if you crash, you're just going to die anyways. But you see these videos of people with air rage, terrorists attacking them. Like, maybe it's time for bouncers on the airplane.
Yeah.
Like a little better. It's already kind of like a little nightclub. You have the guy out front with the little rope. Your name's got to be on the list. There's the metal detectors. But that's my time. Thanks, guys.
Oh, Colin, do you need this?
I do. It's all I have.
All right, one more time for Colin.
Yeah.
I've also been hitting up the roids. Polaroids. My friends. I just keep this on standby just in case anyone brings it up. Also, sorry, I just want to say I didn't mean to like interrupt your set earlier. This is like my second time hosting here. I'm a bit all over the place, so I'm really sorry if that if that interrupted. Like, I'm really sorry about that.
It ruined his set.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I forgot all about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm just.
Okay, cool. On that note,
You're great.
this is actually my first time ever doing stand-up,
That's a good.
this is my first. I think that's just like just anytime you're involved. Like I feel like one day if like you know if I just feel like some really famous comic when they're like shooting their Netflix special, it's just going horrible. It's like this is actually my first time doing stand-up, and just everyone started. I think that's like the best solution tactic. Anyways, we're gonna bring out the comedy of Lana Sala.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lana. Forget it. Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you. Mike, a guy once asked me what turns me on, and I said retirement. He didn't want to see me again. But I just want to say that I do drive a Mercedes, but that is because I have been working since I was 7. And I was also born in the 70s. So technically, I am of retirement age. So let me drive my 2009 Mercedes in fucking peace! Thank you. And because I've been working since fucking birth, I'm on a LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn. Lovely social media LinkedIn. And I liked LinkedIn. It was doing great until they started to ask what my pronouns were. And I kept searching and searching and searching for the appropriate ones, and I could not find them. And I thought maybe it is inappropriate to type in on LinkedIn that my pronouns are fuck you, pay me. But yes, I am Palestinian. If you don't know where that is, that's okay. I don't expect Americans to know geography. But we are a country. We are in the Middle East. Not to be confused with the Mideast, which I'm told by a girl I met at a Google party is like Ohio. I love talking to blonde girls. No disrespect to the smart ones, but so our national anthem in Palestine is "We Will Rock You." And you can think of us as the Irish of the Middle East because we have a lot in common. We both like to have lots of kids. We both have lived under occupation. We both were fucked over by the British. And we both love car bombs. But today I learned a new thing today. Thank you, Patty. We both like to fuck our cousins. I did not know that. I thank you so much, because I thought I was the only one with a straight line for a family tree. So it was just, we actually have that in common with the British monarchy, so that's in good company. But yeah, so we're all talking about dating. I've been trying, I'm not doing very well. Anybody here use dating apps? Anybody like to torture themselves other than being in open mics? Just humiliating ourselves. So this is a different kind of torture. You know, on a Friday night I come here instead of accepting one of the people in my matches date opportunities. But that's because I, like, just for the last few weeks, nothing has been bugging me more than listening to men mansplain what I should be attracted to.
What?
Just, you should give a guy like that a chance, or you should give a guy like that a chance, when they're really saying you should give a guy like me a chance, which is fine, you know. But like, the thing is that I didn't ask for a vote. My pussy isn't a democracy. It's actually closer to a dictatorship, a Middle Eastern dictatorship. And if you know anything about Middle Eastern dictatorships and the countries that they lead, they have to be ruled by strongmen. Otherwise, you end up with fucking ISIS. So, they removed Saddam, and now Saddam is gone. Gaddafi is gone. All that's left in the Middle East is fucking chaos. So I will leave my pussy on the shelf rather than try to take a vote, because in America, apparently pussy is a democracy. And this is why we don't have abortions, right? So remember, it's always better to make your pussy a dictatorship. Okay? So, and, you know, because I am interested and I want to have a man, I would like to, although I am getting a little bit old. However, it's never too old to actually find love, right? I wish I still believed in love. If I did, I would not be up here making an ass out of myself. Because I don't need to be here, right? I don't. Like, I you know, I was an ugly child, so I didn't, you know, I had to have a personality. And then, like, I had a late in life glow up, and I just didn't know how to act. So I just kept my shitty personality. I don't even need it. Okay? I'm just too busy arguing with these dudes who are, as I'm being mansplained to, just trying to give me a compliment. They're just trying to be nice to you. Why don't you just open your legs for them? You know, I like, because we can't have abortions. God damn it! Like, make up your mind. Should I open my legs or close them? I'm not sure anymore. They're really confusing me here. At least in my country where I come from, you have sex outside of wedlock, they just fucking stone you and you're dead. Like, it's not confusing for us. We know our path. It's very well plotted out for us. But then I came here and then I'm like, what is the path? I am so confused. Like, I could have had an arranged marriage, but I was like, that just seems so archaic. And then, like, all the, like, entertainment and headline news is about this fucking Love is Blind, Married at First Sight. Like, all of a sudden Americans are like, just assign somebody to me. Just, like, go down the rock. Just can we do, you know, like in tennis, we have this thing where I play tennis where you call in and they have, like, a matching line, like a hotline. You're like, oh, I'm a beginner and, you know, I'm interested in playing, you know, with other beginners, and they'll match you with somebody. I feel like we should just have an arranged marriage hotline. Just like you call in, you give your stats, like, because in the Middle East it's usually like our mothers or like somebody. It's like there's like a council of women that like distribute the arranged marriages, right? But like in America, like who's gonna do that? Like, you guys put your parents in homes, right? So, we take care of our parents, but but I mean, who's gonna do that? You just have this hotline. You just call in, you give them your stats, and then they assign you somebody, and then you got to take that person. Okay, so that's like, and I might call that hotline now. I might just give it a go and see, because the Hinge, the Tinder, all that shit can't be worse. Okay, so I am gonna still stay on Hinge because it is one of the few places that I can just enjoy being a general cunt without any consequences. Have a good night. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at TheLana, SALAH. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Palestine is the Ireland of the Middle East, and then Colin said that Ireland is the Kentucky of Europe. Then Kentucky is the Middle East of America, which geographically is true.
You are a brain surgeon.
Duke University.
I love it when Lana like drops a truth bomb and everyone's like, like we sound like all sound like I remember like when I rewatched this, we all sound like cows. Like it's like, like all of us. It's so funny. Okay, next up I am bringing up Shawana Anthony.
Yeah. First, I just wanted to say free Palestine. My best friend is from the Middle East. I literally just text her, do we like Palestinians? Just want to make sure before I say it. I don't even understand black and white, honey, so I damn sure don't understand you. You know what I'm saying? You'll be mad at me because I don't read my own geography of myself. I just can't study hate, you know? I just can't. Yeah, I don't have the energy. I have to take a minute because I remember we're recording, and the way I was brought up, my parents had the opportunity of not being there my whole life until recently. Now they have to take care of me. Things are backwards. But as my father paid my bills, he was like, listen, I don't know what you're doing in LA, but you need to stop. So I have to stop. You don't know. Why would you want me to stop? I'm doing my best, you know? But I have to watch what I say, because I know my little sister's like, why does she need help? Why? Well, her whole family lives with him, and I'm like, I think we all need a little help. I don't know what's the problem, you know? Clap for that. You can clap for that. Shit, it took me over 30 years because I've been working since I was 6. You know, that shit's crazy. And being that that's how I was raised, I don't even know what help is. I'm like, I got this, all right? I'm thriving. I wait till everything get negative something, and I'm like, okay, I might need to call somebody. It's a little late, but it might be on time. You know what I mean? It's really crazy. So I know she looking to see what I'm doing because I'm not answering her phone calls. You know, my siblings hate me as a whole. You know what I mean? I'm Southern, but it's not. I'm free. You understand? I feel like Southern people are like caged in with either church or marriage. Like I'm neither one. I'm like, I be meditating, praying to the spirits, talking to them, you know, telling my people at home about them. They like, something ain't right. She in California. She doing them drugs. Like, I just like peace. Yeah, I guess pieces of drugs is what my mama said. Like, wow, yeah, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing my best out in this piece. I am single, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited. I've been single before. It just seemed like a long time because this is like a new single. Because back then, single, I didn't mind like sleeping with women, really. Men, y'all all right. You know what I mean? I don't really like men because y'all got everything but money. You know what I mean? We got hawks over here and shit. He ain't saying nothing about me a drink with the hog. He talking about what you got a fat ass dog. And this one dude. Oh, you a man? I forgot. Had this one dude, and unfortunately, I gave him pussy when I was like desperate. You know what I mean? It's one of them times I was like, do I like men or do I like women? Most of the times you like women. Yeah, okay, never mind.
No, she don't.
And yeah, that's it. But you do, damn it, I know you do. But and I gave it to him. That was 10 years ago when I first got here. So luckily we have like a little pack. You know what I mean? We get it in when it's time. But last time we got it in, it was like 4 hours of absolutely nothing. I was like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? So I can't go back. But lately he's been asking, and every time he calls, I'm like, maybe he'll ask me, do I want a chicken wing? You know, am I hungry? Do we want to make something? No, he asked me, hey man, you got that onion over there. You might well bring it over here. And I got that little like 2% desperation. I never respond because I don't want him to go away. You know what I mean? Just in case. This last time he got me though, he said, yo, I got these jokes for you. I'm at the gym, but they keep coming to me, they for you. You got jokes, you want this onion, you ain't got no money, no food, no date, no take me out nowhere. We live in the same apartment building. You got no rose petals coming to my apartment and nothing. So I have to get these women, but I'm learning y'all all the same if you want my God honest truth. Everybody get on my nerves. Everybody get on my nerves. And you know why women get on my nerves? Because women just give you their vagina. It'd be like, hold on, man. I mean, I would take it, but I just, you know. Right. And I'm like, no, am I going to take it? I'm going to trick off. I'm going to get your nails done. I'm going to make sure you get facials and everything. And then I know it's going to fizzle out in 19 months. I know exactly the remedy. I know what this is, but I'm here. You know, I'm dead in it. So now I'm doing it different because that's the past single. It was nothing. I did some jokes one day. This girl was with her girlfriend. Next thing you know, she was like, I'm going to drop her off and come to your house. That was it. I was like, okay, cool. Then it was just pussy after pussy after pussy. You may not understand this. Like, pussy after pussy and so now I was like, it gotta be different because the last one was, so I mean, she's Afro-Latina, so it was like hot and spicy, dangerous, treacherous, and great at the same time. You know, it was amazing. But I was like, I can't do that no more. Like, I don't have it in me. I literally don't have the energy to give that much of a fuck anymore. Like, I don't. So now this go round, you know, I met this Instagram model, and she was fine. You know, she had them lips. You know what I mean? They was lippy, and she was like throwing that thing in a circle in front of me. I was like, okay, I'm just not in the mood with you. My friends was like, what? You don't see that? I see it. You see it. Go, you get it. And then, man, I don't have another 19 months to spare. I'm getting up there. You know what I mean? I need something a little real. You feel me? I need somebody that's gonna try to make me wait. You know what I mean? At least a week or two. I think on that 15th day I might have to rethink my future, but I really want those 14 days of just mystery. You know what I mean? Maybe we can last for the rest of our lives. You know, I'm a lesbian. I think, you know, after 3 Texas, we should be married. Like, I really, you laughing, but it's sad, because I really, in my head, I be planning everything. Okay, we're going to have our engagement photo here, because that's where we met yesterday. And, and, you know, we're going to do this in the summer, because, you know, we're going to have our first summer together. It's going to set our memories, you know what I mean? I go deep with it. I go real deep. My daddy don't know I'm gay still. Actually, he know now, because I'm sure. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You're out there eating. I mean, you out there with them girls. You just, and it's crazy because I'm Southern, so nothing is anyone's business. If you ever know about a Southern woman, we just don't talk about really. It's either the Lord, you know what I mean? It's either the Lord, it's deep, or your family, how you doing. It's never really my business. So my parents, I never came out, right? I didn't know them that well. I'm a an 80s baby. It was some crack somewhere in that thing. So, I had to raise myself a little bit. So, and I got older. And, my mom, I was like, yeah, I'm about to go to my girlfriend's house. She's like, your girlfriend? It was like this is during COVID, actually. I was like, yeah, what the hell wrong? I've been gay. She was like, been gay? I was like, where has she been? So about 2 months later, she called me. She was like, hold up, back up. You date girly girls? I was like, yeah, my wife. Okay, hold on. You mean that principal's daughter, that girl that used to come, you was dating? Yes, Mom, I was dating her. Okay. Hold up. You remember that lady that came with that Mercedes that day? It was like 3 in the morning. Yes, Mom, I was there. You told me that was my friend at the time. We was friendly, What about the other girl with the big, her too? I said, she's like, what are you doing to these women? I don't really have an answer that's gonna be appropriate at this moment. She's like, I just don't get how I missed it. I like women. I like women. That's how you fucking missed it. I'm not no box dyke. No offense to any box dyke. Anyway, my name's Shawana. That's Get it on camera.
We're all good, y'all. Thank you. One more time for Shauna. I just want to say, I love your slippers so much. They're so cute. It's like cocaine bear level.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
I love it so much. Yeah.
It's a weird one. It's just 10 seconds. Can I say something?
Yeah.
It's more. There's like a theory in comedy where like you never want to come off like better than audience, like, and like you want to like go for self-depreciating. Like, for example, most people say like you want to joke about how you can't get laid. You like rewrote that because you're out here bragging about how you are getting laid too much, and it's fucking hilarious. And that's just amazing. That's like against like a lot of the rules in here. You never want to come, and you were so funny that it was just that was so good. Like, just rewrote the rules.
Yes. Punch up or punch down. It's all about the punch line. Only at the LA School of Comedy. Sorry. Again, I was on my phone because Sunda was trying to like respond back to a message. In comedy, we call that a callback. Just kidding. If you don't mind, I'm gonna close out with a little bit of my own material.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. If you don't have to leave or anything like that, I know it's getting late, so okay. Do you guys give me permission to go a little deep in this set?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not talking dermatologist deep. I'm talking colonoscopist deep. Okay. Okay, cool. You didn't have a choice. So they say LA is like a box of chocolates, overpriced. Little nuts, mostly brown. I've been in LA for about 4 months. LA has been full of surprises. I'm originally from the Chicago suburbs. Any Chicagoans here? Okay, cool. I grew up in one of those towns where most of your best childhood memories were spent in a department store. And growing up in the suburbs is very insular. It's very protective, sometimes too protective. That's why they call them condominiums. LA's been full of surprises. I remember my favorite color growing up was seafoam green, like the Crayola crayon. It was the color of my bedroom, color of my backpack, color of that water bottle right there. I came to LA and I realized seafoam was white. Something else that surprised me a lot about LA was vaping, which is just not as popular where I'm from. So when I saw all these USC students, I was like, whoa! Y'all got some funky looking kazoos! Why does your AirPods case have a blowhole in it? It smells like someone farted in a Kool-Aid bottle. In my classes, I've had the privilege of getting to visit a lot of great communities here in LA and meet people who are doing really impressive work to support those communities. It's made me reflect a lot about my own life because I'm Indian, so you can tell by my personality. Don't worry about it. But it wasn't until I was about 9 years old that I became involved with the cultural center in my community for Indians. It was called the Public School Gifted Program. The only nonprofit I ever worked in or was involved in was Hinduism. There's no profit. Until then, my only other interactions with Indian men outside my family were from reacting to comments on Quora. This whole semester has just been about people asking me why I'm here. Why am I here? Why am I here? A little bit more about me. I'm a student. I'm in college. I am a sophomore. Emphasis on the homo. I study physics, which is the joke in and of itself. So a lot of the semester has just been people asking me why am I here. I was at the Kibitz room in Cantor's a month ago, and I was wearing a Duke shirt where I go to, and I briefly mentioned I go there. And the guy who came up after me, before he got into his prepared material, he just pointed at me and was like, "Why are you here?" And everyone in the room started laughing. Which sucks for him, because that was the best joke in his whole set. And I was in a bad place last semester. The American South. No, I'm kidding. But it was also last semester where I did stand-up for the first time. And I found the thing I really loved. Attention and validation. Because being a new comedian is a lot like being a shitty computer. Because when you feel like you're gonna die, you find this outlet. And no matter what, you're getting charged. Please see me after the show if you haven't paid. You don't want to lose. I'm here because I want to do comedy, and I love working here. Can we give it up for this place? Give it up for we talked about a lot of great things here, like owning hawks, and freaking every time you child marriage dating shows, just the conversations that no one is having, of course. One thing I don't like is when people come here and say that stand-up comedy is a replacement for therapy, or that's the same as therapy. And I get it, right? 10 minutes can save you 100% or more on your health insurance. Thank you. But this is not the same thing as therapy, because in therapy, the drugs are legal. In stand-up comedy, you're reading off the thing in your phone. In therapy, the thing in your phone's reading off you. And as an ex-pre-med, I also hate when people say that laughter's the best medicine. Like, laughter's not the best medicine. If that's the case, comedians would not have to self-medicate. Because this is a hard job. This is a hard job. Every time I put that in my phone, it autocorrects to hand job. This is a hard job. Because all of us here are chasing after the opportunity to be something that so few people get to be. Interesting. And comedians, like, as comics, we have to create material for consumption with the goal of eviscerating a diaphragmatic, esophageal reaction from strangers. We are basically Taco Bell. But with more beef. I came here because I want to do comedy, but I realized that I don't want to do comedy because I want to be something in this world. I want to do comedy because I'm scared of being in it. I think it's a lot easier for me to stand on this little soapbox and say what I want than to actually go fix real messes in the world and issues that, let's be honest, I've been very ignorant about. Like, to me, redlining was what I used to do to grade tests at Kumon. Like, I'm fucking ignorant. And in my time being here, like, I've been followed, I have been verbally harassed, I have been catcalled as a man. 13-year-old skater boy doesn't make itself. And I don't know if I have the courage to stand up for what's right. Most days I don't even have the courage to write stand up. And stand up can be a very difficult place too. When you look like a lot of bigger people in this business will show you their token of appreciation by appreciating you as a token.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and I don't feel like any kind of big cultural representative liaison. Like, I am no better than old milk on its way of becoming yogurt, spoiled, uncultured, and a frequent subject of intolerance. And a story to epitomize this, I was at this place for the first time, at this new comedy club I've been to, and I was the only woman in the room, only woman of color, and there was this guy in the audience, this guy going up, he recognized that it was my first time, and he was doing this bit about fucking a homeless guy, because anyways, but then between, sometime in his set, he was like, well, maybe my dick is just too big, and then he like leaned down to high-five me. And I don't know what was like more weird in that situation, that he thought that was the move to do, or that I high-fived him. And in that moment, I realized that I cannot change a racist, patriarchal system that infiltrates its prejudices into the entertainment world. But I can take the biggest shit in your comedy club's toilet. Not flush, which is what I did. It's really funny. Well, I hope this was funny, but it's really funny that because I feel like I came to LA to do comedy, but comedy has been the only way that I can wrap my head around how crazy LA is. If anyone else agrees with that, yeah. And I've noticed as comics, you know, comedy is an amazing commentary on reality, but it's also a very great escape from it too. And I realize as comics, you know, when we tend to talk about issues that are not inherently funny, we tend to laugh off certain things instead of laugh at them, if that makes any sense. And I'm very new to this, and you know, and I want to keep doing this. And I realize that I don't want my comedy to be like anesthesia. Like, I don't want it to be numbing. I don't want it to make you happy at the expense of like not being aware of what's going on around you. I want my comedy to be like the parachute you wear jumping off a burning plane. Because we're all plummeting into some deep shit right now, but at least we can have some fun while doing it. Because that's the difference between dying from 1,000 bone fractures and dying from parachute wedgie. My name is Monica. I've been your host tonight. Have a great Monkey Friday. You can find me on Instagram at Monica Narain, just Monica_Narain. And also, please be sure to follow LA School of Comedy Instagram at LA School of Comedy. I've done my best to post all the comics here on our story. I'm like really bad at Instagram, so if it loads weird, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's been a funky Friday. Thank you so much.
Are we off?